What's up, gang? Hey man, we got another chick in the comments, you know, trying to, you know, act like she know more about women than I do. So I'm gonna break down the comment. I'm gonna explain to you why she don't know what she talking about. Once again, right? She tried to act like a man, but we know it really was a girl. So if you like the video, man, make sure you hit that like button. If you like the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you watch this video all the way through the end, because I always load these video up gold nuggets. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, so I'm gonna read this comment that I got. I honestly think that this is actually a female, to be honest. I wouldn't put it past the female. I think a lot of females is getting triggered off my content, and they getting a little upset, and they trying to act like they men when they ain't. You know what I mean? It's always some comment coming from somebody that you can't tell if it's male or female, and they try to sound like a man, but they say female stuff. So I think that this person is a female, but I am gonna break it down, and I am gonna give you guys my 2 cents, right? So, and then the sun all up in my eye and stuff like that, but whatever, the show must go on. So let me read the comment. So it says, "You fundamentally misunderstand women, man. She don't go ghost when you start taking her serious. Your friend, as you say, was literally kissing up on girls first meeting and sleeping with them ASAP. At that moment, the women enjoy the attention, but after she reflects and realizes, hey, if he doing this with me, he be doing this with all other females." So the person can't write either. They probably meant to say with. "Will all other females. He's not someone I can continue to pour into." And that's the ghosting right there. Okay. So, yeah, this is obviously a woman. This is obviously a woman trying to say man and can't write well or whatever the case is. At first I thought it was a guy, but guys know what's up, right? Like the guys that's watching the channel, they know that the stuff I'm speaking is facts. They've dealt with women in real life. They know that I'm speaking from real experiences. They know that once you start over caring for a chick, if you aren't already dating her, she starts to pull back. If you start over caring too early, she starts to pull back. Now, about this friend of mine, this little lover boy, everybody knows that watching my videos know that I don't like his game. I don't like his style. I think he's gonna catch a rape charge soon. I'm just gonna be 100% honest. I really don't fuck with the guy like that. I don't kick it with the guy like that no more. He don't want to listen. He hard-headed and he's super aggressive. But I will also tell you, and this is why I don't like this kid, because the guy that I'm talking about, the guy that does the lover boy method to get girls and sleep with them and stuff, because the few times he adopted my method, he was able to keep a girl on rotation for a very long period of time. He adapted my method. What I tell him, don't be all over the girl, don't be kissing her on the first meeting, like don't be, as soon as you meet her, grabbing her, kissing her. Like, bro, that's very creepy, that's very weird, you feel me? And I tell him that. So then the few chicks, it was this one chick who was like a rich older lady, but she was in shape. She was like in her 50s, but she was like in shape and stuff like that. And he came to me, he was like, see, I played it cool with her, I didn't make out, I didn't try to grab her and make out with her. And then she invited him for a second date. They hooked up. He kept her on rotation for a very long time. She was paying for, she was rich, so she was the CEO of like some big company. She rented a Lambo for him. She did all kind of stuff for him when he did my method. But then he go back to his little stupid method. Now, in most cases, whoever this is, which I think it's a female, in most cases, 99% of the time, the girls he hooks up with, because it's lover boy method, it's high volume, 99% of the time, he never gets any of those girls on rotation. 99% of the time. One of the times he did get a girl on rotation is when he adapted his style and he did what I told him to do. And he had a girl on rotation for a very long time. But the reason he lost that rich girl is when he started pouring into her a lot and started overly caring, and now she don't want nothing to do with him. She cut him off. She don't want nothing to do with him. She stopped buying gifts for him. She stopped doing everything because he went back to his old method. He lost that chick. You feel me? And it was so bad that he lost her. They was hooking up all the time. She was flying him to New York. She's a head of a big major company. She was sending him money. She was doing a lot of stuff for this kid. And it got so bad that the last time she was in Miami, he accidentally ran into her, because all he does is run around Miami, South Beach all day trying to hook up with women. He accidentally ran into the chick that he was in rotation with, and she walked right past him like she didn't even know him. He had to chase her down. It's like, you treat me like I'm nothing. You treat me like I'm nothing. She didn't want nothing to do with the guy, because he went back to his little lover boy method. He went back to over caring. At first he was listening to me, then he go back, that don't work, he go back to his little thing. So whoever this is a girl trying to disguise as a guy to try to shoot. I'm trying to tell you, women don't want the stuff that I'm telling you to get out. They really don't want it. They do not want this information to get out. Now, in the case of this video that they commented on with the chick, see, 99% of girls he can't keep in rotation because he too over the top. He too lovey-dovey. He too he start off with too much care. So because he start off with too much care, he can't even get a day 2 with a chick. After he hook up with him, because he damn near forced him to hook up, they don't ever talk to him ever again. But in this situation, I don't know how he got this chick, but he probably tried my way once again, because he usually never kick girls in rotation. So this particular girl for this guy that sucks. I think his game sucks. Like, real talk. He's an RSD guy. It's horrible. He thinks he's RSD Julian. He thinks you can walk up to a girl and start making out with her when you just met her. He's a weirdo, in my opinion. So I've been saying that since all my videos. You can go back. So whoever also this is, they ain't really watching the content. They watched one little thing, they got triggered, they made a comment. Lets me know that this might not be a guy. This is a girl. This is what girls do. Because the guys, they have longer term. They can sit through a video when they get in real information, and they know that it's going to actually help change their life, and they know that they can implement the stuff that I'm telling them, and then they can significantly increase their dating life. Because I'm actually in the field, I'm actually using this. I do this to girls all the time, and I have no problem with hooking up with girls, putting girls where I want to put them. A lot of girls in today's world aren't fit for relationships or to be main bitches. And the more girls you hook up with, the more you're gonna realize that. So the ones that aren't fit for main bitch or relationship, you put them in rotation category. You don't gotta let her know that. Just like she ain't letting you know all the guy friends that she fucking. You get what I'm trying to say? You don't gotta let her know what category she in, but there will be fucking signs. You know what I mean? As long as when y'all are together, y'all have a good time to each other. You fuck on her like you want to, whatever the case is. Y'all have a good time when y'all do kick it, but she's never gonna be a main chick. She's not built for that. That's not in her DNA. So whoever this chick is, yeah, I think it's a chick. I don't think it's a man. You know what I mean? If it is a man, it's a feminine man. Whoever this chick is talking about some, you know, that didn't work. He said he thinks that the girl is like, he's basically saying that the girl is internally saying that he does this with every girl, so I can't take him serious. That's why she ghosts. No, that's not the case. Because the text that I showed, there were texts before that where she was a rotation chick for him. She was meeting him on several occasions. He was saying, let's meet here. She was like, yeah, sure. She was hanging out with him. They was hooking up. This was a rotation chick for him. She continued to meet him. But the moment he started showing too much care, trying to cook dinner for the bitch, that's when she said, oh, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not looking. So what he's talking about, I don't even know what fucking video he was watching. He's talking about some, but after she reflects and realizes, hey, if he's doing this with me, he'll be doing this with other females. Something is wrong. See, this is a girl's point of view. This is a girl trying to brainwash a guy. Girls reward guys that fuck a lot of girls. Girls reward guys that fuck a lot of girls. The only girl that would say something other than that is a girl trying to brainwash guys to not listen to me, because they don't want guys getting this information. They know that this shit is real. They know who they pussy crave for. They know who they're aroused by. You've been watching the videos on my show. You know I'm not just bullshitting. You've been watching all them videos with women themselves saying that they don't like nice guys. Saying that they're in a relationship with a guy, or a marriage or a relationship with a guy that they're no longer attracted to. They don't want to have sex with their husbands. They don't want to this. They don't want to this. All these women continuously say is, in so many words, the guy who's caring for me the most I don't want nothing to do with. There is a reason the majority of women will be single by the year 2030. Because they don't even want to fake it no more. At least back in the day, they used to allow the beta male to at least marry them and you know, give him pussy, you know, once a year. You know what I mean? Maybe on his birthday. You know what I mean? Disgusted by the guy, cheat on the side, whatever the case is. Now these women is like, you know, I'd rather be single than to be with a guy that cares too much about me. So if all of the stats and the numbers are pointing the opposite, what the fuck is this girl talking about? You get what I'm trying to say? If all of the data is pointing in a different direction, what is this person talking about? They don't know what they're talking about. Now, in some situations, he has sent me text with girls that weren't in his rotation. He has sent me text where girls have said, I felt uncomfortable sleeping with you. How many girls do you do this to? That's how come I know that this is a girl writing this. Or a very feminine man writing this. Because one of the girls, because he always try to send me the text after he done blew the set, trying to help me get it back when he just flat out sucked. I'd be like, bro, you don't listen to me, but then every time you fuck something up, you want to fucking send me the text and be like, help me fix it. You know what I mean? That's he weird like that. You get what I'm trying to say? I cuss him out all the time. I cuss him out in his goddamn face. I don't give a fuck. You get where I'm coming from? The motherfucker just don't listen. Something wrong with his fucking head or something. But you know that this is a girl because, yes, girls have said this to them, but those wasn't his rotation chicks. That was the chick that he hooked up with her because he did that lover boy RSD stupid bullshit. And then he'll text her, and then she'll finally be like, I don't want nothing to do with you. I felt forced. How many girls do you do this to? I have to get tested. Girls have told him that. That's why I told him, I said, bro, you keep moving the way you moving, your ass gonna go to jail. I stopped hanging with the motherfucking kid. But I had to address this because people be jumping in the comments and people be thinking this is a man because she's trying to say, you fundamentally misunderstood women, man. But this is a fucking girl. A girl's writing this. And if it ain't a girl, prove it. Prove it, Snowflake. You feel me? And you can't even tell them to prove it because women will go up. I'm trying to tell you, they some cunning, sneaky, lying motherfuckers. You gotta understand, I am a guy that deals with women all the time. I know all they little tricks, they little sneaky shit they do, whatever the case is. You feel me? And some guys are brainwashed like this, but at the end of the day, the way he wrote this text, hey, if you're doing this with me, he must be doing this with all other females. That's how women think, because women have sent him that text. So how would a man know that's how a woman would think? You get what I'm trying to say? Unless he a feminine ass man or he has been already brainwashed by other women, aka feminine ass man. Because he's getting the least. When women saying shit like this, it's either this is a woman who wrote this, or if this is a man who's watching my content and a woman jumped in to brainwash him to be back to be beta. Women are killing guys when it comes to this psych manipulation shit. They are great at it. That's how come I tell you guys, don't listen to the female dating coach. Don't listen to these females because they need beta males. They need beta males. They aren't aroused by them, but they need them. They need them for the ego boost. They need them for the attention. They need somebody to tell them that they pretty when they mind ain't fucking all together. When they losing their shit. They need somebody jumping in their inbox. They need the superpower that they get from the beta male to blow their fucking heads up. The beta male blow their head up, blow their head up, blow their head up. Now they keep seeing themselves as higher numbers than what the fuck they actually are. You'll get a girl that's walking around here looking like a fucking 3 or 4, thinking that she a fucking 8 because she got beta males blowing her ass up. And men know, because men are watching these podcasts. You feel me? Women are fucking exposing themselves. Men are watching these podcasts where you'll see a below average chick talking about some, I'm a 10, I'm a 8. And I'm like, damn, who blowing her head up? And they say, so, I mean, all the guys be looking at her like, nigga, in my eyes, you're an 8? Yes, because guys obsess over me. They obsess over me. They're always hitting me up. Holy shit, bro. That's the world we live in today? We're below average, subpar women. And you know, average is 5. So I'm talking about below 3, 4 type. Women think that they 8s, 9s, and 10s. Like, this is crazy. The reason that and I'm going to be honest with you. I patiently waited to start my channel. I patiently waited. You feel me? I was waiting for some content creator to come out here and be that guy. You know what I mean? The closest to it was Myron, but Myron still, he talented. Like, he's a research guy. I don't know if Myron is a field guy. Because you gotta understand, I've been doing this shit since I was fucking like 16. And I never wanted to get on the internet. And I never wanted to tell my story. And I never wanted to be the guy on the camera. Because, first of all, I was too busy working, right? I was in sales. So I was working 50, 60. I was watching the content. I was still finding time to talk to women. First of all, I felt like I didn't have the time for it. And then when I started working for Grant Cardone, who's another con man / grifter, right? So I know the people, you gotta understand, I know the people that sound good with their words. It's not just women. You get con ass men like Grant Cardone out there too. Grant Cardone, when I went to his company, he was nothing like he was in his books. I'm like, this is a completely different human being than what the fuck I read about and what I thought he was. This dude is completely the greediest human being I've ever met in my life. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's what happened to me with women. I came into the game naive, just like I came working for Grant Cardone. When I went to work for Grant Cardone, I was naive. I thought he was, when I read his book, Sell or Be Sold, that's what made me apply for a job. I was already a great salesman. I said, let me apply to get back to Miami and let me apply for a job for Grant Cardone. And I was naive because I thought he was that guy that he was writing about. How he cared about the customer and all this shit like that. How he would do anything to get the deal, put the customer first, all that bullshit. But then you work for that motherfucker, you realize it ain't about the customer at all. It's about getting him rich. That nigga will rip off his employees. He'll rip off the people that invest in his fund. He'll rip off the people that trust him with his business. That nigga will rip off anybody for $1. So when I realized, damn, I met this nigga, he ain't nothing like what he was talking about. That's what opened my mind to the business world. Like, damn, this nigga's really out here conning people for real. This is a real life con man. For real. And what happened to me when I was younger, when it was women, when I was dealing with women, what ended up happening was I came into the game naive. I was believing everything everybody said. You know, find a girl, get married, settle down, have kids. But then I started realizing these women ain't like that for real. And these women, they made me believe them. That's what I'm talking about. And I thought I was a smart kid. They made me believe them. They lied to me. My girl lied to me and said she was a virgin for months. And I'm fighting my homeboys who said that, bro, she's lying. And she was so sweet and nice and cunning and beautiful. I believed every fucking word she said. She said, baby, I'm a virgin. I never know. Nobody ever slept with me. Never. She was like, that 25-year-old they're talking about, he ate me out, but he never slept with me. Never. So back in me being young, being dumb, being naive, I'm like, oh, he ate her out. Nigga, he a bitch. Like, that's how we thought we was growing up. We hood nigga. We was fighting and shit. We was, motherfucker, we hear a nigga eating a bitch out. We was like, man, he a bitch, man. Fuck that nigga. You feel me? And I tell my boys, I'm like, bro, he just ate her out, bro. He be like, no, nigga, he fucked her, bro. We know this nigga, bro. And I was damn near, I'm like, bro, say something else about my bitch, I'll whoop your ass. It was like, these niggas I grew up with. I'm over here fighting over a bitch that's at fucking a 25-year-old telling me she a fucking virgin. Do you understand where I'm coming from? And then I still was naive after that relationship. I still was naive. Next girl I motherfucking dated, same shit. Giving me no pussy. As soon as we break up, one of her guy friends, they say she's sucking his dick. So the moment I went cold, my results shot up. So I only can speak from experience. I can't speak on no other man's life. But I can speak as a man in the USA, my experience. When I went cold, I couldn't shake a bitch. I was getting so much pussy, I was like, nigga, this can't be legal for real. New girls would come to the school, badass new girls. I'm talking about, we had a girl, she passed away now, but her name was Akila. She was new. Everybody in the school was like, bro, you see the new girl, you see the new girl, you see the new girl. Not knowing her third to fourth day at our school, I had her in the bathroom, fingering her, fucking her in the bathroom. God rest her soul. She died because I read her story on Facebook, and I say, damn, she passed away. Beautiful. She was hot as fuck. Big booty, beautiful Spanish. I mean, gorgeous. Black hair, long hair, all kinds of shit. One of her boyfriends killed her. One of her boyfriends killed her, and I guess he was claiming she was cheating. He loved her so much, he thought she was cheating or some shit. This is way past high school. She was grown at this point. And I was reading the story. One of her men killed her. That was sad. That was some sad shit that I read. Good, sweet, lovely girl. And the only reason I backed off for her, I was finna keep her in rotation, but my little homeboy was obsessed with her. He kept talking about her. So I backed off. I said, all right, bro, shoot your shot. And he didn't even know I was fucking her. I was the nigga fucking all the bitches quiet than a motherfucker when I got cold. I wasn't telling nobody nothing. Fucking bitches in the portable, fucking them in the bathroom, fucking the only time a nigga knew I was fucking when the girl snitched. When the girl would tell the other girls, oh, me and CJ a thing. Me and CJ a thing. Motherfucker, I ain't dating you. Girls be coming up to me at the football games, be like, I heard you're dating this girl and you're dating this girl. I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't dating none of them hoes. Fuck you mean? You get what I'm trying to say? When I went cold, my results shot up. But when I was lover boy, naive, gullible motherfucker, I'm the one getting played. And I was born and raised in Orlando, Florida area. You know what I mean? And I was such a player. When I got cold, my closest homeboys didn't even know how much pussy I was getting. They would find out from a chick and they'd be like, nigga, you fucked her, nigga? They be like, damn, nigga, I'm your nigga, you ain't tell me? I'd be like, nah, bro, it ain't like that, bro. It ain't like that. I'm still cold. I still be knocking down girls and motherfuckers don't even know. I would never say none of them girls' names. I be knocking down motherfucking Instagram models. I done knocked down some P-stars. I done knocked down some gorgeous ass strippers. I done knocked down some motherfuckers you wouldn't even motherfucking guess. And I won't say a motherfucker where I can look the girl dead in the eye and walk right past her. Which I did that at a dealership. One of my niggas, it was a nigga that the last dealership that I worked at before I came back down, before I came to Miami to work for Grant. It was a guy, I hated this little fat Mexican motherfucker that worked at this dealership. I hated this motherfucker. Cocky ass motherfucker, you know what I mean? I hated everything about this bitch. He was wifed up a girl that we all ran, like all the black niggas, we all ran through her. Like, I can't say his name, but it was a top black salesman that was at the first Toyota dealership that I worked at. He fucked the chick first. And we fucked her when she was in her prime. So she was a big booty white girl, like sexy as fuck. You know what I mean? She was athletic, she was a soccer player, big old booty, all this shit. So my boy, who was top salesman at the dealership, he hit her first. But she worked at a different dealership, and we worked at a dealership that owned a bunch of dealerships. So we worked at a real massive dealership when I first got into the car business. So then I ran across her, and my boy was obsessed with her, a different boy, not the one that hit, not the top salesperson that fucked her. I had another homeboy that was at one of the dealerships, and he kept obsessing over her. So I already knew my boy hit her, and he was like, bro, come out. He said, and that's been, niggas been asking me for advice for women for a long time. So he said, come out to the bar with us. He said, I'm afraid to go alone with her. So he invited me to the bar. So it's 2 guys and 1 girl. He wanted me there. I don't know why. I still to this day don't know why the fuck he wanted me at that goddamn bar. So it's 2 guys and 1 girl. So the whole time it's like 3 of us, but he keep going to the bathroom and texting me, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? So it's his girl really, and I'm just like low key whispering. I'm like, hey, do this. But the whole time I'm whispering this nigga here and I'm chilling, I ain't bothering her or nothing. I'm really trying to give him game on how to get her. She just kept looking at me, kept looking at me, kept looking at me. So then I told him, I said, hey, after this bar, I said, take it straight to your crib. Like, for real, don't play with her, don't none of that shit. Take it straight to the crib. Or go to her crib. So then he texted me, he said, hey, bro, I'm in her crib, but I'm on the couch. I'm like, all right, go in her bed. You know what I mean? Just knock on her door and go to bed. He said, man, I'm scared, man. I'm scared. I'm like, bro, just go in the room. Long story short, the nigga was too scared. He was too soft, sweet on the bitch. He never went to her room and never did nothing, right? So he still was in love with her. So I never reached out to her, none of that shit like that. Probably a few weeks or something later, we had like a whole holiday party. Guess who that chick come up to talk to? She come up to talk to me. We started talking for a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, you're I don't want to say the nigga name, but you're I'm just gonna call him the letter E, because his name started with an E." So she's like, "Oh, you're E's friend. You the one that we were at the bar and stuff." I was like, yeah. We go to talking, and she just like, "Oh, if I ever need some cars from Toyota, because we can transfer cars and shit. If I ever need some cars from Toyota, I'm gonna hit you up. What's your number?" You got my number, right? We go to talking, right? Come to find out, me and her, she asked, or I don't know if I asked her or she asked me, whatever the case is. She was a badass white bitch though, and my boy fumbled it. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I mean? So she asked me on the fucking for a drink, task shit. Or I think I asked her. I don't fucking know who the fuck ended up, but I know we ended up going to get a drink or something sometime. Now we get a fucking drink. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm collected. You feel me? I'm cold at that point. You know, I know how hoes is and shit like that. First day I meet the chick, and it was like a daytime drink. It wasn't no nighttime drink. It was drink to her crib. She had gay roommates. I remember all this shit. And I remember when she was getting undressed, she was like, "Oh, I want to show you this before I go too far." Like she was like missing one of her toes or some shit. Like badass bitch, but I think one of her toes, like it wasn't the whole toe missing, but I think she said it got cut by a lawnmower or something. So she wanted to show me that shit. I was like, damn. Like it threw me off, because I wasn't expecting the bitch to have a missing toe or some shit. Like the whole toe wasn't missing, but like a piece of it was missing. Showed me the toe, all that shit like that. First night, first time being out with her, straight to the room, fucked the shit out of her. She was a rotation chick for a couple years for me, right? Until we just grew apart and whatever the case is. Like I just got tired of seeing her, and she said she had a boyfriend. Come to find out, the last dealership I ended up at, which is the last Toyota dealership before I went to Grant, this cocky fat fucking Mexican that I hated. I already hated him. I didn't know who he was dating. I already hated the motherfucker. That was his girlfriend. The girl that was my rotation chick was his like girlfriend. After my boy, after I didn't had her as rotation for a long ass time, because she wasn't marriage material. You know what I mean? Because I already knew my other top salesman already fucked her, and I already knew my other homeboy was trying to fuck her, but he couldn't fucking close the deal. So I'm like, she ain't no goddamn main bitch material. She was a bad bitch, but she wasn't nothing main. So she was strictly rotation for me. Come to find out, I found out that fat ass Mexican was fucking that bitch. And my boy, my other boy that was working there, you know, because that Mexican, he was a cocky little fat fuck. You know what I mean? Giggling little fat. I wanted to whoop his ass, but you know what I mean? You can't beat a nigga up at work. And I used to sit next to that nigga. I hated everything about that motherfucker. So one of the things that I did that I ain't never did before, but I did in this situation, I told his closest homeboy that I used to fuck his bitch, because I wanted to whoop the nigga ass. I don't know. I never did this shit before, but I told his closest homeboy, I said, man, you know that girl he used to deal with, man, that shit bitch used to be my rotation bitch for 2 fucking years. And then my boy, cause she a bad bitch, my boy, he didn't even fucking believe. He told the nigga, and the nigga didn't even fucking believe me, bro. And then the girl came to the dealership, and you know I'm cold because motherfucker, you dating a nigga I don't fuck with. So she come to the dealership, and when she come in the dealership, I walk past her like I don't even fucking know her. So then my boy was like, how you used to fuck her and you walk past her like you ain't know her? I'm like, nigga, I got video proof of me fucking this bitch. Nigga, you think I'm gonna sit here and lie about a bitch I'm fucking? But that's the type of guy I was. I was so quiet under the radar, niggas thought I wasn't fucking as much as I was fucking. That's how cold I was, bruh. You know what I mean? The only reason I even said something that I was fucking this bitch, because I hated that fat ass nigga that she was with. You know what I mean? And I wanted it to get back to him, because I wanted to whoop his motherfucking ass. But that's besides the point. But at the end of the day, nigga, when I'm talking about shit, bro, I'm not no motherfucking motherfucker faking to be a guy type, leading comments of acting like a girl, trying to fucking brainwash the guys, hopefully they'll read the comments to try to make it seem like women don't act like this. Because this is what these fucking women is doing. They getting mad at my content because I'm spreading real life, real secrets. Because girls that get off, they get off with a nigga like me. A quiet ass nigga don't talk, don't tell nobody shit, be just fucking. Don't give a fuck about the bitch. You know what I mean? Organ donor. You feel me? It used to be times where that chick was my rotation pick, that badass white bitch I was telling you about. She used to call me 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes and be like, I just came back from the bar, I want to see you. I would literally go over her crib, drop dick off, and go home. Like, it was like that. So when motherfuckers be, you feel me, when girls is finding my page and getting emotional and shit like that on these goddamn comments, they know, they say, damn, this shit can't go mainstream. Because the niggas that get off on these hoes, it be a quiet ass, low key ass nigga like me, breaking dick off in them hoes. So when a motherfucker trying to tell you, man, you don't understand women, you motherfucker, I'm the guy that she telling you not to worry about, and I'm getting head every time I meet with her. And I'm not telling a soul. You feel me? I'm not telling a motherfucking soul. The only time I ever motherfucking told was when that fat, and he was a cocky fat motherfucker. He used to always talk shit. You know, I sit a customer down. He'll just say, we just hated each other just off of sight. You know, two motherfuckers just don't like each other. The motherfucker hated me and I hated his ass right back. My customers be sitting out of my desk. He's sitting next to me. He'll start saying slick shit. He be like, oh, I don't think I would get that car. Bitch, mind your motherfucking business, bitch. Fucking over here on my motherfucking customers' conversation. I'm finna whoop your fat ass over here taking a girl serious that been ran through already, you stupid bitch. And then when he got her, she was fat. He must have got her fat because he was a little fat ass little Mexican motherfucker. But when he got her, she was fat. When me and my boy was knocking her down back in the day, she was fit, lean, hot as fuck. Straight out of, I think she was straight out of college. Ex-soccer player, booty was fat as fuck. Just a badass little white bitch. You feel me? Bad as fuck. Irish mixed with some other shit. Bad as fuck. You know what I mean? Nobody knew I was hitting her. Nobody knew I was hitting half the girls at the goddamn dealership. I was knocking down, man, we had gym fitness models and shit. Instagram, when Instagram was just now popping and shit, bitches was modeling and was getting hella, like, we had girls that was like competing, but when they was off competing, you know what I mean, when they wasn't like all bolted up, all you seen was flat stomach, blind, big old booties. I'm knocking those. So it was one of the chicks that was like a bodybuilder competing, but she didn't look like a bodybuilder. Like, the pictures, she was all ripped up and shit, but like at the dealership, she just was, she was like a thicker chick, but she was not like ripped and shit. She just had a flat stomach, a big old fat ass, blind, badass little bitch. Man, I'm drilling this bitch so hard at her bed broke. I meet her for a drink. I take her to the I go to her crib. She riding, I'm fucking the motherfucker. Her bread, doom, that motherfucker snapped down. You know what I mean? I got stories on top of stories on top of stories. Quiet assassin, motherfucker. Niggas was pulling me aside talking about something. Hey man, I heard they call you young Casanova. I didn't even know who the fuck Casanova was at that time. I'm like, who the fuck is Casanova? I had to look that nigga up. So when a nigga like me telling you some shit, motherfucker, I done really been through that shit. It was a long period of time, and I was busy with work. You know, especially when I was working for Grant. Nigga, I was working from 4 a.m. to motherfucking 10 p.m. Well, I was up 4 a.m. running 2 miles, all that shit. And then like, you get to work at like 6 a.m. whatever the case is, and then I worked all the way to 10. I ain't had no time for shit. But now I own my own business. Most of my business is automated. Now I'm finna go up and all you guys that want to know the truth about these hoes, I'm exposing all them hoes. You feel me? Them hoes don't want a channel like this to motherfucking pop. Cause they know the shit I'm talking about be real. You feel me? And I always know the niggas that ain't getting pussy. When they talk to a beautiful girl, they be getting all nervous. They be caring too much about her. They be trying to pull out her seat and shit. I always know those niggas ain't getting pussy. I be like, this nigga ain't fucking this bitch. And then my cold-blooded ass come up, go to talking to her, go to motherfucking exchanging contact information, getting to the point with the bitch. Setting shit up, getting her on the date. Fucking the shit out of that bitch. While the nigga that's pouring everything into her can't even get a kiss from her. When I'm speaking from experience. That's why when that little Jewish motherfucker, I be trying to do that lover boy method, I hate that motherfucker because I be telling him what really be working. And I be like, bro, the rich chick that you had that was taking care of you, doing all this shit for you, that was the only time you listened to me And she rented you a Lambo. She helped you travel around the world. She was getting you gifts. You was fucking the shit out of her. He was sending me videos of him fucking her in all kind of different positions. I said, the only time you ever even really had a rotation, bitch, was when you was listening to me. But now you want to go back to the motherfucking RSD bullshit because you like that quick gratification. You like making out with a bitch early, spinning around and trying to yank her to your fucking crib and fuck on her real quick. All I teach the nigga, be a little bit more patient, bro. You don't need to touch on the bitch when you first meet her. Get to know the bitch. Let the bitch talk a little bit. You know what I mean? If you can't pull her there, you can't get her nowhere there with your words. If you can't get her to go with you with your words, get that contact information, set up a day 2 or some shit. Play it cool, motherfucker. God damn, horny little bastard. And the motherfucker be telling me, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. I get bored. I get bored in the conversation. If I'm not kissing and touching, I get bored. Bitch, that's rape, you fucking weirdo. God damn. But yeah, man, I had to address that conversation, man. I know I might say I'm not angry, really, for real. I'm passionate. Because I don't care about these hoes, but for my subscribers and guys that I want to do better, I am passionate about getting you guys results. That's the only thing I care about. That's the only thing I care about. If you guys put in the work, which means you go out there, you start talking to women, you do your job, you do your part. You feel me? Just all you got to do is just be like, I'm going to introduce myself to at least 5 women today. That's it. That's all you got to do is just introduce yourself. Hey, I'm CJ. Nobody need to know who you fucking. My closest homeboys, they still don't know who I be fucking. They don't know who the fuck I be fucking. I like to keep my life secretive. You will never know the names or the status of the hoes that I'm fucking. I'll tell you these stories because, motherfucker, I got a motherfucking book of stories. Goddamn, I used to have a journal about some of the shit I used to do to bitches. Man, that shit was crazy as fuck. I had to throw that motherfucker away. My main found that journal. She read all that shit. I told her, I said, hey, man, that's a fantasy journal, man. I burnt that bitch. She was like, you did this, you did this. Man, I had a journal, I had a log for every bitch on how I was fucking them. Just remembering how I was taking them through there. You feel me? Badass bitches, too. My motherfucking main found that journal, came crying to me, read every page of that shit. It was a bunch of pages, too. You wrote it, and she remembered all that shit. I'm like, God damn. I said, nigga, this is a fantasy journal. Nigga, this is a fantasy journal. This is me living out my fantasies. I burnt that motherfucking journal. I said, this motherfucker, remember? She still to this day remember every fucking story in that goddamn journal. I be like, God damn. A motherfucker remember. She don't remember shit that's important, but when it comes to some shit like that, she'll remember every goddamn detail. And with that being said, man, I'm out. Peace.